What's up, y'all? It's Whites and Family Chronicles, and I'm here with another video. Um, so I watched Real Housewives of Salt Lake, and I don't know how I feel about this show, this one, but these ladies are rich. So we're gonna start by we're gonna talk about the cast first of all, because we have six ladies, six housewives, Salt Lake City, Utah, and the Mormon faith is really big. And they talked about how in the Mormon community, they want you to be perfect. You're supposed to be perfect, all that stuff. So we have Jen, and Jen is Queen. Oh, these are their taglines. So I wrote their taglines down. So we're gonna talk about their taglines. So Jen is Queen and MVP. Lisa is hers is when you take a cheap shot, always expect a hangover. We have Whitney. This rose isn't scared of a little prick. Meredith, jealousy is a disease, to which I say get well soon. And then we have Mary, I love God, but I will read you like a scripture. And then Heather, just like my pioneer ancestors, I'm trying to blaze a new trail. So out of those, I like Lisa's. I like Meredith's, and so this is just like a, introducing the ladies to us, letting us find out who they are, what they're about, their family, what type of business they're in, how they made their millions, stuff like that. So Jen, her husband is Sharif. She has two sons, and she talks about her heritage, her, where she's from. She talks about her family. She talks about who she is. And she's like, in Utah, she's black. Like, they don't look at her as anything other but black. She's a black woman to them, which was kind of strange to me. And her husband is a football coach, Sharif. And he teaches, he's a coach for the University of Utah. I think my friend's sons go to University of Utah. Is that him? I don't know whether the school is out there, but he goes to Utah and he plays football. So I'm pretty sure that it was the University of Utah that he's going to. Don't quote me, but yeah. Anyway, and then she talks about. So we meet her family. They're having, her husband is cooking breakfast, and she comes down all fabulous, and then they sit at the table to eat breakfast, and she talks about how she was Mormon, and because her husband is a black man, of course. She talks about how she was Mormon, about how she tried to get him to convert, and he was like, no. Do you know that they didn't even allow black people to, be part of their church till way like the 70s or something like that? So she was like, what? So he schooled her and had her convert. So then she talks to her son. She has one who's older in college and then a younger one. And she's talking to him about sex at the table, and her oldest son is so funny because he's like, what? Because she's like, oh, you know what sexting is? And they're like, huh? No, what? And she goes, oh, that's when, like, she's schooling somebody. Like, girl, these kids know what this stuff is. Don't stop it. Don't even try. She loves Botox. So we gonna watch her get all her little stuff done. But anyway, let's move it on to Heather, because that's the next person that they talk about. Heather. What'd she say? Perfect. She's the one where you're talking about being perfect, and in the Mormon, the pastime is perfection. and she's married into the family of Howard Hughes, which out here there was something Howard Hughes, like a center where you go to the movies and stuff. So I wonder if that's the same thing. But anyway, so she married into that. Now Heather is kind of big, but she's like rap. She likes rap. Like, she went against everything that had to do with the Mormon church. So she married very wealthy. Like, you know, she married very wealthy, and she ended up getting a divorce. So that was shone upon. That's not something that they, you know, they really look down upon getting a divorce. So she said, you're not supposed to drink, you're not supposed to smoke. Everything that they practice in the Mormon church, she was against. She wanted to drink, she wanted to hang out, she wanted to chill, she wanted to mess with black men, because she made sure that we knew that she liked black men. We know that. She has 3 daughters, and yeah, so we gonna see how this turns out with Heather, because, you know, yeah. And then there's Mary. There's Jewish, 3 kids, bougie. She's a jewelry designer. Her husband lives separately. Like, he does business in Chicago, I think. They part-time, you know, so from between there. Then she has her son. She has 3 kids, but her middle son, is he the middle or the youngest? One of them. I'll figure it out. But yeah. He is that the one? Yes, the middle son is middle son, because he took a semester off to college, and he's there. And he's the one who pampers his mom, does her makeup. You know, he's there while her and the husband live separate lives. So he's there, you know, being with the mom. And then we have Lisa. Lisa is married also. She has a luxury marketing firm, her and her husband, and they own tequilas, a tequila company. I forget the name, and when she said the name, I didn't know if I've had any of that tequila, but you know, I like tequila, so I might just try it, see what it's about. Maybe they sell it in the stores that I know of, I don't know. But I get my tequilas from Food for Less, and maybe the Liquor Barn or somewhere here. But you know, I like my Jose, I like my Patron. Just depends on what I'm, you know, how quick I want to get there. You know, some people don't like Jose, but I love Jose, especially the dark. I don't care for the silver, like the lighter color tequila, the Jose. But so I will go Jose for the dark, and then Patron when I want that light colored tequila. We meet Whitney, and Whitney is interesting. At first I was thinking, but yeah, I believe she was kicked out of the Mormon church because she had an affair, an office affair. And her husband is 18 years older than her, but they really look in love. Like, they really, out of the interactions, theirs was, you know, they were doing their vow renewal. And she talks about how her family turned their back on her, and it was like 10 years before they really came around. So they were doing a vow renewal, and then she has one of the cousins talks to her. She's not on camera, but you know, they're in the stairwell and they're talking, and the cousin, you know, apologizes and says, congratulations, I didn't think it was gonna last. And she's like the fun girl of the group. Like, you know, she can get loose, she can get wild, she can have fun. So then we have Mary, quite contrary. Mary is a first lady. Her church is called Faith Temple, and it was willed to her from her grandmother. And Mary loves her name brand, even if it don't look good. She like it. As long as it got that name on there, she likes it. And I wonder how her congregation feels about that. Like, how her congregation feels about her loving these brands and, you know, stuff, whatever. So Mary is married to her step-grandfather. And I just was like, wait, so he was married to your grandma? So you went from calling him grandpa to daddy? No. And she said it was in her grandmother's will that she needed to marry somebody. That one of her grandkids needed to marry him to make sure that he was taken care of. And I was just like, Mommy. What? No, stop bothering me. No. But that was, we gonna watch out for Mary, because first of all, she got bad wigs and her clothes are not cute. I don't care how much they cost, what vintage, what this, what that, what all that stuff, but it ain't cute and I don't like it. We gonna get to the tea, the beefs, the whatever, because right now these beefs are so petty, so childish, so what? Like, we have Heather and Lisa. So yeah, Heather and Lisa have a beef because Lisa claims she doesn't know Heather. They went to college together, and Heather remembers Lisa, but Lisa doesn't remember Heather. And then she's like, "Well, I knew her around campus. Like, she was a woohoo, the good time girl." And so Jen went back and told Lisa, and she was like, "Yeah, you were like the woohoo girl." And Heather was like, "What? No. Lisa is a bitch and she's a liar. I was never the good time girl. I was a virgin when I got married, and I wish that I was the good time girl in school, because I would have been doing this and having fun and doing that and doing all of this kind of stuff that I wanted to do. I wish I had lived my life that way." So she was a little bit testy about it, but you know, like, bitch don't want to know you. She don't want to know you. And then she shaded her. Lisa shaded Heather at the party. And I was looking at Heather like, first of all, you were just mad at her, so why would you even try to hug her? Like, girl, you set yourself up for that stupid stuff, because Lisa just slid on. Dang, she act like Lisa is acting like Heather is the bottom of the barrel type of, like, you know how they say how old money and new money act. That's how Lisa is acting with Heather. Like, Heather is very new money. You new money. I don't know. Maybe because Heather isn't all the way deeply into the Mormon church anymore like that. So maybe she's like shunning her, like, stay away from me, devil child. You ain't part of this. I don't know. But then we have Mary and Jen's fight. I don't know what that dress was that Mary had on, but that thing was ugly. And then that black bra that was showing was even uglier. Like, girl, you spent all that money on that dress just to show your little black bra. Did that even go with the outfit? Like, what is that? I didn't understand it. I was confused. So I was just like, why that black bra? And then she kept saying it was runway. You should have left that on the runway, because that's where it belongs, on the runway. It did not belong at this birthday party. No, that was not a good look. And that wig sitting this high off of her head was not a good look either. I mean, I don't know. Now, these ladies got money, so I'm wondering, is that how y'all always are? I don't know. But I was highly confused about a lot of this stuff, especially Mary. Like, girl, who is your stylist? Who is doing your hair and makeup? Like, who? No. So Jen and Mary sit down and they talk, and Jen was like, yeah, you said this, and because Mary told Jen when she walked into some dinner or party or whatever that she smelled like she smelled like a hospital, and Jen just took it and got hurt, and it, because her auntie had both of her legs amputated, and then Mary goes into a spiel. Why would her auntie even need to have both of her legs amputated? What was she eating? Did she exercise? And I'm like, girl, no, you didn't. No, you didn't just say that. This lady, what? I don't know what Mary's plan. I thought first ladies are more refined and, relaxed and chilled. I think she's gonna get on my nerves for this whole thing. I think she's really gonna get on my nerves, and I'm really gonna be like, girl, you amongst all these people. I don't know. I have no idea. And the conversation just was like crazy, because she was like, I did not say that. Did I say that? Who said that I said that? And I'm sitting there like, what, huh? What do you mean? Didn't you say it to her? Like, you said it to me. That's how I know. But then they said, oh, was this person, some lady came over, they called her over, and then when she said, yes, you did say it, and you did say it, and I said, and she was like, we don't even need you, this is not even you, you're not even part of this conversation. But yeah, we gonna see what these ladies of Salt Lake have to offer. It gets better as the seasons go by and they whatever. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Peace, stay blessed, be a blessing, and be true to yourself.